Today on the channel we're going to do something a little different and take a look at two games this time instead of focusing on just one. As you can see from the title, we will be reviewing Bug at Night and Explosive Jake on the Nintendo Switch. Why do them both together? They both come from Sometimes You, have a similar visual style, and both come with the same CRT option, so I thought I'd make an interesting change. Let me know if it's something you enjoy and I can do more double features. They both come in at under £5 each and are available to play right now on the Switch. But are they worth your money? Let's find out. First off, we'll take a look at Explosive Jake, an arcade style game which is a very similar look and feel to the Bomberman series, but with its own unique twist. As you can see, the CRT option is available in the menu here, and for this game we will leave it on. There's not much of a story here as to be expected, other than that you have to escape the levels by blowing up the crates, finding the hidden keys, doors and power-ups. There are over 40 levels to play, so there's plenty of value for money in that aspect alone. The levels vary with new obstacles and rooms that require you to press a button to gain access. A small downside is that with so many levels and only a handful of different designs, levels can begin to feel similar and you can find yourself thinking you've already completed a level despite it being new. Gameplay itself couldn't be simpler. Use the control stick to move around and press the action button to drop a bomb. Not that type of bomb. Make sure to get out of the way of the blast or you're starting the level all over again. This means you'll need to clear all the boxes again, and if you're only able to place one bomb at a time, it can become a bit of a chore. Thankfully though, there are upgrades along the way, including giving you more bombs to place at a time, and one that expands the blast radius as well. A great thing to note is the spawn point of items don't change, so if you know where to go, you can get around pretty quick. This is great for when you inevitably die close to the door. Oh, okay, that's just me then. Or improving your time by revisiting the levels. While its concept is simple, its execution can take a bit of getting used to. You can't tell from the footage here, but I'm trying to place a bomb, but end up needing to reposition my character in order to do so. It might seem like a small issue, but in a game where precision is key, it becomes frustrating, especially in the later levels when there are more obstacles and enemies in your way. The HUD in this game is displayed on the right hand side of the screen. Depending on what items you collect, it'll show how many hits you have, how many bombs you can place, whether you've collected the boots for speed, etc. The levels themselves look great, and a few different themes ranging from a castle with knights to a haunted house with ghosts and a factory with robots. As you can see, the game's unique designs keep it visually pleasing. Jake's character design is great as well, and I'd love to see the team use him again in a future project. He would make a great character for a haunted mansion style platformer, and the assets are already there, so it would be a great opportunity. Overall, I give Explosive Jake a 5.5 out of 10. Don't get me wrong, it looks and sounds great on paper. You'd think it would have a higher score, but the small nuances like the bombs not always placing means I can't recommend the game the way it currently plays. It hits all the right notes in some aspects, but in others, it just, pardon the pun, bombs. One of my favourite good points in the game is the fact that when you finish a level, you can go back there without having to replay the older ones. Great if you're looking to improve your time, and with the upgrades you pick up along the way, it can be fun to do. Another great item that you can pick up are the boots. They give you a slight increase in movement, which is great especially on the larger levels. If you're looking for a Bomberman game, this isn't what you're looking for. But if you're looking for a Bomberman style experience on the Switch at a low price, then this isn't a bad shout. Personally, I say try the demo first before spending your money to make sure the game is for you. A great game with small issues. If the issues I mentioned above were implemented, I would recommend it and I'd more likely up my score. Now on to the second game for review, Bug at Night. The CRT option here again is in the main menu, but as we had it on for Explosive Jake, I'll leave it off for this one. Right away you get the same nostalgic feel as you do with Explosive Jake. You could release this on the SNES and I wouldn't bat an eye. It's a retro style run and gun platformer set in dungeons that you need to escape via the portals. As you'd expect, there's not much of a story here either. The premise of the game is you need to collect coins to get the Holy Grail in order to buy a house. The story is told in the form of an emoji conversation here at the beginning. In the game you control an unnamed knight and collect coins to upgrade your weapons, food to restore your health, and enemies to kill along the way. Thankfully your lives are unlimited because this game can get intense even after just a few levels. Moving around is simple, control stick to move around, jump button to, well, jump, and press it twice for a double jump. The action button shoots your weapon of choice, and the menu brings up the option to upgrade your weapon. The gun upgrades, while a cool feature, aren't necessary for completion, and I found myself only using the first gun upgrade throughout and didn't face any issues. The shotgun is a good option as well though, as you can shoot enemies on ledges and avoid being shot yourself. Very handy, especially when you're low on health. Your health is displayed via the hearts in the top left hand corner of the screen. and fruit is well placed in each level so you can regain your health when needed. Sometimes they're in hard to reach places, so it pays to explore. Watch out for the cheese though, one bite and you'll take damage. I love this small touch, it means you need to be extra careful with what you collect. Another great but subtle feature is that everything that's interactable on screen, be it you, the enemies, crates or collectibles, will all have a white outline. It's something I didn't pick up on for a few levels, but a nice touch that helps you see where you need to explore. As I mentioned, the difficulty soon ramps up, and one of my favourite stages is the one here where the saws are forcing you up the screen. You need to be quick because any missteps and it'll be round over. It's a nice sense of urgency that forces you to react quickly and makes you appreciate the level's design. The gameplay is great, it's a fun retro platformer that ticks all the right boxes. It's got a great design, levels are varied, enemies are unique and gameplay is fluid. I highly recommend giving this game a try. At $4.49 is a fair price, but as always, it's best to check out the demo that's available to make sure the game is right for you. Of course it's not without its flaws, the gun upgrades aren't great, and it's better to stick with the first upgrade and tap the button quickly. I enjoyed the game and for me, it's a solid 7 out of 10. I'd like to thank the developers for the review codes for these games. If you want to check them out for yourself, the links for both games are in the description. Even better, both games have a demo available so you can try before you buy. For me, these games were a huge nostalgic trip, especially with the CRT filter, a feature I highly recommend trying if you give these games a go. They both feel like they could fit in well on any console back in the 90s, and at $4.49 each, they offer a huge amount of content for the price. Thanks for watching and let me know what you think of the games in the comments section below.